like this pop-up video, this episode, if you ever hear me, if you see me sniffing, if you see me, so well, just watch. I think I'm gonna say it's mustard. I got a whiff of mustard up the nostril, and I went, mustard? What's the mustard doing there? That's so if you see any stank face tonight, that's what it is. All right, you guys want to do the damn thing? Let's do the damn thing. Why don't we? Hit me that button. Hit me the button. Let's do a damn thing. LFG Marbles is brought to you by all of our lovely patrons over at patreon.com/LFGX. They're subscribers over on Twitch, twitch.tv/BryceBryce. Do the thing!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. This is the main event of the evening. The moment you've all been waiting for. It's time! Introducing your host, Bryce, the Marvel Machine,
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the League of Fun Games Marbles. It is week 5. We are at the halfway point of this season 13. I am so excited to bring you into 16 plus 1 more marbles races tonight. We had another switch at the top of the timing table. It's Archeron at the top of the standings in season 13 so far. We got Vuff and Captain Jack just on his tail. There's going to be a lot of points given out tonight, a lot of races to win, a lot of chances to get some chart topping positions. Let's get started with our first race this evening. Hello, folks. We're joined here on Twitch in the chat live. Give me a green. Join us, !plays, which you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. You're gonna have to do that every time tonight. You're gonna do that 17 times. We're gonna do 17 physics-based races with everyone here in the live chat. So make sure you join us in the chat room here on Twitch on Thursday nights if you are not watching this live. Hello, VOD. Hello, unicorn of a VOD viewer. If you exist, VOD viewer, please leave an upside down face in the comments. Leave an upside down face in the comments of the VOD where you're watching this, so we know that you exist. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're live back for week 5 of LFG Marbles, the League of Fun Games Marbles. That is, we are coming at you live from not Riyadh. We are here, still in Austin, Texas. They offered me, if you can believe it, they offered me 4,000 Riyadh Rial to perform at the Riyadh Marbles comedy stream, and I said, I had to say politely, thank you, no thank you. I appreciate it. I could have pushed out. I could push for 5, maybe with 6K, but you know what I said? I can't do it. I can't. You know, it's not. I got to do it live. I got to do it here with the chat room. There's some other things going on with it that we maybe don't need to get into. Can you? We can't get it. Just everybody DIY the rest of this bit here. Enter your own opinions now about the Riyadh Comedy Festival. We're going to get started with our first race this evening. It is the Death Alley. We have got 22 racers ready, registered, and revving to get going in our first race. It's a high-speed drag strip style track where our racers are going to get shot through a bunch of meat hooks. Some standard marbles action for you. Our first race this evening starts in 3 seconds. 2, 1, and they're off. Our racers going through the opening Plinko now on Death Alley, our opening race tonight. Who's going to make it down first? We see Bryce, musical chemist Crisco, and Ken Worf as all the racers zoom ahead on this Death Alley. Looking for first place, we see Malvinus and IPoopMyPants.com pulling up the rear as musical chemist Crisco, Bryce, and Ben Franklin, some of the first ones into the meat hooks in the first section of this Death Alley. This is a drag strip style track where our racers get a huge initial boost of speed, but have to deal with collisions and distractions, debris on the track, as our racers are simply trying to keep it on the steel stuff. And following musical chemist, who's trying to stay in that center line, avoiding the bumping, avoiding the stanchions. Clean line for musical chemist in on the next set of meat hooks now. 45 seconds elapsed so far. Ben Franklin zooming on the outside, overtaking for the lead now. Ben Franklin now in a very lateral movement going to the... just a bit of a bump at the end there. Still going very lateral for Ben Franklin. Timing it just okay to keep that lead, but musical chemist is on his back, taking the lead now. back through the next set of meat hooks. Only one more set, 2 sets of meat hooks left to go. You see Hando's local ghost as Musical Chemist and the Ben Franklin zoom off into the distance. Musical Chemist gapping Ben Franklin now as Ben Franklin gets stopped in a real nasty way by some stanchions. We see yours truly, Bobcat, Zero Evil, and Archeron in the next pack. As we're going to keep an eye up at the front, try and keep this wide here as we get Musical Chemist in the final stretch. Brightcast having a look. Ben Franklin trying to catch up. Oh, I fell off the track somehow. What happened? Captain Jack, one of your season protagonists, also DNFing in our first race this evening. Musical Chemist having a real slow time of it through this final stretch of the Ben Franklin. Jake Schneider having a look, trying to catch up, but it will be a solid win for the Musical Chemist. Mr. and Mrs. Musical Chemist. Whoa! Some last second bumpage. We're looking for first place, second place, third place. They're in, folks. 45 seconds on that big red clock at the top of your screen. We're going to give away points to everyone who finishes in the top 10, as well as the last place racer in every race. That means they're going to get the top 9, potentially, racers, as well as whoever's... Oh, no, it'll be the top 7! Tom Chain and Kenworth both popping off the track now. FLS Carnage with only 26 seconds. There's still poppage to contend with. Looking for that last place point. FLS Carnage trying to bring it home. It's going to be a tight race. Crossing the finish line. There we go. Wow. Congratulations go to Musical Chemist, Cal SN, and Jake Schneider. Your podium here on Death Alley. Race number 1 tonight. Top 7, rounded out by Bobcat in 4th place. Leading on, Duke McAwesome, Red Hat Jesse, and FLS Carnage. Top 7 people who entered, all 7 of them. The only ones who got points. It'll be FLS Carnage in 7th place, getting that last place point as well. Shouty outy to FLS. Let's load up another track, why don't we? Start with another community level here for race number 2 tonight. If you look at your standings on the left side, your standings in all of season 3 after 4 weeks plus 1 race, and then on the right side, tonight's movers and shakers. 1 night standings on the right side. Loaded up now for race number 2. It's the Astounding Bewildering Attack. Then get a West Star Gazer for the level, ! Play is what you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. Hi. So it's October. Who the fuck let it be October? I jump scared myself the other day. Okay, so it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday night. I was on the computer. It was, I don't know, like 10 or 11 or something. And I'm scrolling through Tumblr as I am wont to do. And there was a post, and it was like a little illustration. And it was like some people in like a little Halloween costume. It was like, and it said, and had a little banner on it that said, "Tomorrow is October." And then a little banner below it, not the same banner, like it looked like a fabric, a diegetic banner. There was a second banner that was overlapping but not necessarily touching, that just said Halloween under October. And it was a lot of costume characters. And so my dumbass went, "Tomorrow's Halloween?" Oh no! I got so shocked in the thinking that like I lost a whole month. I was shocked that like did I miss all the run up to October? What happened to all the Halloween talk? Shouldn't we be talking about Halloween a little bit more than this? I was really, really concerned that I had entered like a time compression. I had been time compressed by the mad sorceress Adia. It's only happened once or twice to me. Being time compressed by the great sorceress Adia. 6 seconds now for our second race this evening. The Astounding Bewildering Attack. 22 racers are ready, registered, revving, and they're off for race number 2 tonight. We're looking at Crisco closest to the computer. Oh! some slightly, almost entirely invisible pieces in the opening section here, but we're still able to see what's going on with the power of computers. Archeron and Ben Franklin on the lead. Jake Schneider and Poop My Pants off the block, but a little far behind. Musical Chemist, Bryce, and Mr. Alvis, along with the rest of your racers as they start here on this astounding, bewildering attack. I did. I Rip Van Winkled myself. I said, "There's no way Halloween is tomorrow." But I'm looking at the official source of the day and time, a random illustrated post on Tumblr.com. We're looking at Ben Franklin, who's trying to put a huge gap to Poop Pants and Archeron. Malvinius, Musical Chemist, Jake Schneider, Captain Jack, Bryce, Crisco, all trying to catch up as Ben Franklin goes through that tunnel of love of hell into a hamster ball. Your racers are all trying to bunch up, trying to catch up to Ben, you got to get in that little center crook, that little alleyway, and then stop your force to sneak out as there's Malvinius, Bryce, and more joining that hamster ball. 1:17 elapsed. No one has made it out just yet. The more people in there, whoa, the better chance of bumping into someone, losing that force unnaturally, and taking the escape. Archeron for second. We see Musical Chemist, Receipt, Captain Jack, Poop Pants, and more as they're all starting to help each other get out of that hamster ball. Zooming up at the front now, it's Jake Schneider leading through another ziggurat. Our racers have only got a few more segments left of the racetrack. Jake Schneider, your race leader, Risk C, Captain Jack, front pack of 3 as they try and make it out of a Steve. Risk and Jake Schneider getting real close. Jake going on a wide line to be Risk C first into the next section. It's another hamster ball of hell. A bit of an echo sort of a level, maybe a little bit of an echo sort of astounding, bewildering attack. It is maybe. Echo. Who's going to make it out first? Everyone's crowding the escape velocity, but you got to get out. You got to get out. Could it be Jake Schneider again? And with Risk C, Crisco, Poop Pants, Captain Jack, as they go into another double protected Steve. Who's going to make it out? Chaos upon chaos. It'll be Colin and Duke McAwesome with the clean line out. Zero Evil Crisco. Next, as the racers go onto the left side here of the reservoir, there'll be an elevator, another hamster ball left to go. Colin and Duke McAwesome getting doggy with that. A Zero Evil is trying to keep that from getting too doggy. Racers making it into the elevator. Got a copyright section here. Copy left, copy right. No one's quite sure. And it's, of course, nearly invisible. It's invisible like the stealth camo in Metal Gear Solid was invisible. The marbles can't see it, but you and I, we can. It's a dramatic irony style of stealth cloaking technology, where some of us call it stothing. Crisco and Tom Chain trying to get out of the final hamster ball. It's the final section. Whoever will get out first will have the chance to take the win. It will be Tom Chain. Your winner here on race number 2. Crossing the finish line second will be Crisco, directly out of the hamster ball. 1 minute on that big red clock. Archeron, I Poop My Pants, and Zero Evil getting the escape. Top 5 are in. Bring it home, folks. Top 10 in. Who could be in last place as the hamsters are in their ball? Callis and another J. Martin have 28 seconds. They're going to need to get in and out of that hamster ball in less than 30 seconds. We're watching Callis still trying to get that entry into the ball. Half that time is elapsed. Only 15 left on the clock. You got to get down in the little alleyway. See other racers do all evening. There it is. And then break the force. Only 5 seconds. 4, 3. That's it. Oh my goodness. And look at that. Congratulations go to Tom Chain, Crisco 762, and Archeron 42. Your winner and podium here on race number 2 tonight. The astounding, bewildering attack. Thank you to West Star Gazer for the level. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place, ipoopmypants.com, leading on Zero Evil, Risk C, Musical Chemist, Stashman 2, Duke McAwesome, and Colin J. Crawford in 10th place. Scrolling through, it's 19th place, Bobcat, taking that last place point, and with a time of 3 minutes, 11 seconds, .3.
It's a new lap record.
It's a new lap record, a global world record set by Tom Chain, sluicing off over 2 whole seconds from Pocket Buddy. We're going to make sure that Tom gets an extra 5 bonus points for that one while we load up the next track. Tom moves up to the second place. No, tied for first place, just on our movers and shakers table on the right side of your screen. What 5 points does, folks. We're loaded up now for race number 3, the Pixels Raceway, another drag strip style track. But instead of the meat hooks this time, we've got tires in front of the open sections and then simple speed bumps. But those speed bumps, I think those speed bumps are pretty... they can be pretty punishing as well. Join us, !plays what you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. Load it up in just a few minutes here, folks. Does anybody use anybody have a second anyone have their second brain? I think with technology we've all got our own ways of having a second brain, I think. Some people are really into the Notion, where you can kind of have your own wiki sort of word processing doc. I've seen people get into Obsidian a lot, which was similar. If you like drafts, if you just want to have just loose pages of stuff everywhere. I have talked about the Things app as a to-do / scheduling sort of thing. Colin J. Crawford, I legit have never heard the phrase second brain in this concept. In this context. But one of the ones that I had, I guess I still have the free version of it, is an app called Paste. I was using Paste for a couple of years as a clipboard manager. It's really cool. When you copy something, it says, great, I'm going to save that and I'm going to remember it. And you can take stuff that it remembers and you can put it into pins and things. It's cool. There are a lot of clipboard managers out there. That one is what I like, especially with the Mac and the iPhone stuff. But it's what I used to like. I actually still think it's okay, except for the fact that it doesn't fucking work. Did I talk about this already? The app doesn't load on my phone anymore. It just crashes. I've sent email after email after email, 10 seconds, folks, to this company. And I finally got an email back last week that said, yeah, we tried. We can't do it. You're just going to need to save anything important and just reset your library. Fuck you. I pay like $15 a month for this app. And they go, yeah, our engineers couldn't replicate this. Motherfucker, let me send you a file or something. They're just like, we can't do anything. Just reset it. Like, what the fuck am I paying for you? What the fuck am I paying for? Like, I found one that is the one that I replaced it with is called PastePal. And it is a one-time fee, and it has iCloud syncing. It has the free iCloud syncing, and it has an iPhone app and a lot of customization and config. Just I was not paying for support. Apparently, it was a really strange. Months. At least for months, I've had this not work on my phone, just crashing on my phone, and hoping that maybe they say grab us this. Hey, if you got this file, maybe we can figure this out. Maybe we'll diagnose this. People are paying for this premium product. Maybe you could do me a favor. We'll just trade some files, and then we'll figure it out. And then everybody has the benefit of it, because then everybody has it. Because I don't know, maybe I copied some shit from Premiere Pro or fucking an Adobe thing that it said, I don't know what to do with that. I would be down for that if the response after 9 months wasn't try to update the app, and then that didn't work, so delete everything. Start over. Like, no, what the fuck? You're crazy. Here's something that's crazy. A whole race that's been going on in the background while I chatted and yapped on and on. It's Thermos Jack with the definitive lead over Malvinius and Zero Evil, Red Hat, Jesse, and Archeron in the front pack with Crisco, Jake Schneider, Vuffin. Who was that? Duke McAwesome. They're hitting the second to final set of tires now. 2 minutes elapsed. This is the real grease monkey part of it, though. Malvinius and Archeron gonna boost into the final set of tires. Look at this rubber. Look at all this rubber that you got to get through. They're procking it. They're shooting it towards the finish line, the exact place you don't want it to be. Everyone's bumping into it, stopping. The rubber is such a good bushing material. It's stopping all of the power of these marbles. It looks like it will be Bobcat walking it home just ahead of Jake Schneider, your title sponsor. Top 4 are in, top 10 are in. Zooming in, bring it home. That's it, folks. Congratulations go to Bobcat, your winner, alongside Jake Schneider and Red Hat Jesse. The podium here on the Pixels Raceway, race number 3 today. Oh, my dog. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place. Captain Jack leading on Riss C in 5th, leading Colin J. Crawford. Brycast, Mr. Alvis leading Musical Chemist and Thermos Jack in 10th place. Oh, my dog. 23 people entered in all. 23 of them finished. It's Cal SN getting that last place point. Shout out to Cal SN getting that last place brownie point. It's delicious. A delicious brownie point. Oh, that's what we should do. We should be, you know how like Doubletree is known for cookies, despite the fact that the cookies are like, and I'm sure they're like trucked in. We could be known for the brownie point. We could be known for having a good brownie point. People are like, oh, you want, yeah, oh my God, dude, I'm looking for something to watch on Twitch. What are you gonna watch? Yo, I got this one guy, he's got brownie points. What the fuck? Something like that. That's how people talk about Doubletree, right? All right, it's time for race number 4, the Dazzling Breezy Beach. Thank you to Callie Tonto for the level. Join us, ! Players, which type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. I'm looking at, oh. Well, you know, this is certainly one of the levels of all time. I'm happy to wait. Whoa, there's a lot of boosts and stuff down there. I'm happy to hold off judgment until we actually see it in action. But I'll say I'm judging this book by its cover. I think I'm going to judge this book by its cover. In my head, everyone judge the book by its cover, but just keep it in your head. I think that's what that quote means. You can't judge a book by its cover as long as you don't tell anybody what the judgment is. I think that's a bad takeaway. I don't think that there's ever any Aesop's fables that end with like, it's okay to be prejudiced as long as you don't tell anybody, because I think that's what people already do. 50 seconds now for race number 4. Jiminy Criminy. It's the Dazzling Breezy Breach. No, the Dazzling Breezy Beach. Now, you could do a Dazzling Breezy Breach, do like a Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six style level. We've seen people get really creative. What do we have? That Joker? We had that Joker level last week, the Dark Knight one. The Joker, baby. 20 seconds now for race number 4. Ten seconds now, folks. 3, 2, and they're off. Here on the Dazzling Breezy Beach race number 4 tonight, everyone's going into the opening funnel following FLS Carnage, giving the commentators curse as they go through the first loop of the funnel. They're out really quick on this. Some debris on the track is going to make a lot of chaos as they get through the opening turn. Colin, no, another J. Martin first to hit the boost. FLS, Jake, Azcat, Colin, Duke, Stash. They're going through the second turn, third turn as they stair step. You got to be not going lateral here. You can't ride the wall on this. It's super, super dangerous. So I guess at this point, by the time you're this far down the steps, you've pretty much leveled out. Going in the elevator, another J. Martin leading Azcat, Colin J. Crawford, FLS Carnage, and Stashman 2. Who will be the first one out? It will be Azcat, along with Stashman 2 overtaking both of them, tied by tied in the steps, as they get ready for the auto runner section now. 23 people are still in this fight. This man, I think the rule. I think the is this two people on the same side fighting for first place? Let's see what happens as they go to the next elevator. First set of stair steppers done. There's still more race to go. Stashman 2 up, along with Azcat, Malvinius, Musical Chemist, and Duke Awesome. They're making their way up. This should be a quick escape from the elevator, because normally you get stuck on the lip at the top there. Stashman 2 about a half second ahead of Azcat, Malvinius, Duke, and Musical Chemist as they go down, hit the backboard. Hopefully this prop here is helping keep. Whoa! I lied. The snow is not helping. FLS Carnage fall out of this racetrack. Our racers got one DNF so far. Stashman leading Duke McAwesome, Azcat, Musical Chemist, and Bry Kaz dropping into the hamster ball now for Stash. Azcat joining in the hamster ball. Who's going to get out first? Duke and Bry Kaz in. You got to lose that centrifugal force, folks. You got to get that escape velocity, get lateral, get a little chaotic with the bump someone. Duke McAwesome, Stashman 2 with the first ones. Oh, a little bit of a slight hop section there as they go through the next few turns, avoiding the cradle's ladder, the laddering cradle. Ferris wheel now for Duke and Stashman 2. Stashman 2, first one out. Big gap now to Duke McAwesome on this curly Q section, and it's not going to be any chaos. Anybody on this side? Vuff, Calisan, Rissi, and Captain Jack dealing with a lot of obstacles, but with the promise of a lot of boosting at the end. Stashman 2 making it through the crazy straw now into the funnels. Three consecutive funnels. Our racers are going to have to try to make it through, regardless of which section that they've been in. Stashman 2, Duke McAwesome just on his back. Risk C now with the last second overtake to take second place. Stashman 2 walking it in this chaotic, dazzling, breezy beach, folks. 1 minute on their big red clock. Yo! One minute on the big red clock as we were waiting for top 10. Malvinius in 9th. I think it could be Thermos Jack unless Crisco finds a sudden way of teleporting in a way that we haven't seen just yet. 30 seconds, folks. Ten seconds now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and oh my goodness, yet again! Congratulations go to Stashman 2, your winner, alongside Risk C and Red Hat Jesse. The podium now on race number 4 tonight, the Dazzling Breezy Beach. Thank you to Cali Tonto for that level. Top 10, rounded out by 4th place. Musical Chemist leading on Duke McAwesome, Archeron, Azcat in 7th, leading Jake Schneider, Malvinius and Thermos Jack in 10th. Just a skip and a hop down. It's 13th place, Bob Cat taking that last place point. And folks,
it's a new lap record.
New lap record with a time of 3:20.747. It's Stashman 2 getting 5 points for beating the What You Deads On. What You Deads On's world record. That'll be 5 big points for Stashman. And I believe Risk C with the time of 3:22 will also get that 5 points. It's not particularly complicated why that's the case. But it is the case. So it is the case. All right, let's load up for the next race. And thank you. We got to get those Franker Z's. We got to get the Franker Z's for everyone who got a DNF. DNF stands for doesn't need Franker Z's. We're Kangles, folks. It's time for race number 5, the funnel. We're loaded up and ready. Join us! Exclamation mark plays. Which type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. Movers and shakers today. It's Risk C at the top with Musical Chemist. 29 and 28, Red Eye Jesse, Jake Schneider, and Bobcat, 26, 25, and 23. Find your stats at any time. Marbles.win. Bumping that. Bumping that. Join us, exclamation mark, play switch, dive in the chat to join us. Race number 5 tonight. Hello! Is, anyone in the chat being affected by this Imager ban in UK? In UK, I have only seen this peripherally because I'm an American, but it seems like Imager, I guess, is down in the UK. Maybe it's the website, but I think maybe still hot linking still works, something like that. It seems a little. I know we've got some folks from the kingdoms, but I don't know if anybody else has to deal with this. That's a strange one. That kind of seemed a little out of left field. Now, granted, again, I don't really follow much of the Queen's or the King's news. We're more dealing with our stuff here. 45 seconds to join us for race number 5 tonight. It's the funnel. We don't. Have we all seen this OpenAI Sora stuff? The social video network for deep faking you and your friends. It seems strange, and I definitely have seen plenty of clips of SpongeBob as a Nazi. So I don't really know what the point of that is, other than to generate billions of dollars of copyright lawsuits. Here's something that's going to generate certainly trillions of dollars of copyright lawsuits. It's marbles. We're here on the funnel. Our first race this evening, number 5. 25 races are off. They're making their way through the opening funnel. Zooming around here. We're using the drone bot for this one. The drone bot's working on this one. It doesn't really know. It doesn't really know what to do with people going around in circles. We'll just zoom out here a little bit. We see Crisco first up the block ahead of Poop Pants, another J. Martin, Rissy, Tom Chain, and the Ben Franklin, all trying to make their way through. Colin says, is it just an infinite slop feed? Who would want that? Right? Like, I don't know I know that a lot of times when people interface with AI stuff, like AI videos, it's usually because someone has posted and published it, right? I don't want to be making. I don't really want to be making stuff, even. Like, the idea of being like an AI TikTok, I understand it, but I don't want it. And my whole thing with AI, I've talked about this a lot with AI over the years, is that, like, God, over the years, I don't. I don't run into things in my life where I'm like, I need a computer to solve this for me. I like to solve my own problems. I like to be smart. I like to know things. I like to read and I like to write. So fuck me, I guess. Coming through the switchback here on the funnel, we're seeing another J. Martin. First through the funnel is, Stashman 2 hitting a kill plane. So does Buff. The rest of the racers trying to switch back now into the second funnel of the funnel. I don't know why they would call this level the funnel when they have at least 2 funnels. Bobcat skipping a major shortcut. Look at this gap. No one else has even made it through the second funnel, and yet Bobcat is going into the final stretch now. This won't be any sort of new record, but this will be a fantastic win for Bobcat. Look at that. This could be really, really dangerous, as there's only 1 minute on that red clock. We're going to hit it early because we're going to have, I think, at least some amount of bloodshed here. I like to be smart, Cotton Jack. That's exactly right. I have had it beaten into me to be that I'm okay being a nerd. At no point do I ever go, I don't need doing that is I'm trying to think of times in my life where I've looked at a problem, especially on computer, and thought, no, this problem's beneath me. You know what I use AI for? This is legitimately the only thing that I use AI for, and I can tell you right now. Is every week when I do marbles and I put together the YouTube video, I put together the time codes, And the thing that gives me the time codes doesn't put a hyphen in it, but in YouTube, you have to have a hyphen in it. So I give the text to some AI thing, and I say, please put a hyphen in it. And it puts the hyphen in it, and then I go about my day. And that's there's one conversation a week on this website, and it's just adding hyphens to time codes, because it comes up with its own title of what it should be. Here's something that it should be. It's a win now for Bobcat, another J. Martin and Duke McAwesome, the podium on race number 5, the funnel. Top 10, Archeron, Zero Evil, I Poop My Pants, Risk C leading on Thermos Jack in 8th, Ken Worf and Musical Chemist in 10th. Last place, it's me! 23rd place, I'm going to get a brownie point. Yum yum, delicioso.
Tell me what your spirit says.
Let's let it race number
Show
6.
me what you pray. Teach me every single part. I'll be your guide. You are a prisoner, looking for to be. You can't change your face, but can change your mind.
But it wouldn't be me.
No matter what you do.
When I load up
No
TikTok,
matter
here's the
what
thing.
you do.
Again, I've talked
No
about this.
matter
I'm
what
the
you do.
algorithm
No
bender.
matter what you do. No matter
Oh,
what
actually,
you
speaking
do.
of algorithm
No
bending,
matter what you do.
something
No
fucking
matter
happened
what
with
you
TikTok
do.
in the past week. Maybe it was whatever that Larry Ellison deal was. I don't know. My TikTok has started showing me clips from people I follow. For the past 3 months, it has really tried to play this game of thinking what it knows what it wants from me, and now it's been like, oh, okay, we'll put that creator on your feed. Fine, we'll show you.
Show me what you pray. Teach me
Fine, we'll
every
show
single
you.
part. I'll be
The
your
amount of GPU power to add those hyphens is probably astronomical.
looking for to be. You can't change your face, but can change your mind. No matter what you do.
Okay.
No matter what you do. No matter
But
what you do.
I would
No
have to
matter
go
what
put
you
the
do.
hyphens. So-
No matter what you do. No matter what
That's the
you
only
do.
time, though. It's the only one. That's my only one. All right, folks, join us here for race number 6. It's the Cosmic Chase. 90 seconds on the clock. Join us, exclamation mark plays, which you can type it in, marble in your name. I don't want to do it. I'd open AI source stuff. No, thank you. It's some of the stuff. Look,
Tell me what your spirit
it's
says.
not perfect, but it's gotten a lot
Teach me every
closer to being really indistinguishable. Some of the AI stuff. But also,
single your face.
I also think a lot of it is a novelty. I think a lot of it is leaning on novelty. You know, is there an AI tool that you have used? I guess, I mean, for some people there are AI tools that they use every day or have built up using. I've been using more of, but I just go, I don't know. Colin says, I bet it wouldn't be too terribly hard to write a small script to add hyphens after a time code. The regex shouldn't be too tricky. Oh, shut up. My Siri on my phone activated. True. What if I asked the AI to write me the regex script? But then where would I run it? Wait, how would I run the red? I don't know how to run a regex script. Hold on, wait, no. See, here's the thing. We're just building more AI compute problem. I need to ask the AI how to run regex. I need to know what the regex would be. Then I have to check the regex because these fucking things don't even barely know half of what they're talking about anyway. And yeah, like Malvin said, regex is famously straightforward.
No matter what you do. No matter what you do.
All right, folks, we're here for race number 6. We're off on Cosmic Chaos. Another traditional, we mixed in a lot of traditional classic marbles levels this week, along with some community level. We're off here on race number 6. Who's going to make it off first? It'll be Duke McAwesome, Malvinius, Crisco, Jake Schneider, Ken Worf, and Risk C. As we got racers pull up the rear, we see Gigaloop Master, Mr. Alvis, and Vuff as our racers start to go through the curly fries. Ooh, there's a large pair. I love a good curly fry. Don't you love a good curly fry? I went to Jack in the Box the other day and I asked for curly fries and they didn't give me curly fries. They gave me regular fries.
Teach me every
it's
single
fine.
part. I'll be your guide. You are a
It's fine.
prisoner, looking for to
Even
be.
though pretty much 80% of the reason I go to Jack in the Box at any given time is because I want
No
curly
matter what
fries.
you do. No matter what you
It's fine.
do. No
They didn't give me the
matter
one
what
thing
you
I
do.
actually really
No
wanted,
matter
but that's
what
fine.
you do.
Because that's not how fast food works. That's how
No
fast food
matter
works.
what
They
you
give
do.
me what they got.
No matter what you
Risk
do.
C,
No
Azcat,
matter what
Duke
you do.
McAwesome, Bryce Hasn't, Stash Man 2. Some of your front runners here on race number 6 so far. going through the curly cube, got some stanchions, creating a lot of chaos, a lot of back and forth trading of positions. Who's going to come out of the curly cube first? It seems like Raceway and Bryce has both ahead of Malvinius' local ghost. Zooming out on the next pack as those lead racers go through the anti-gravity in the backpack. Or the front pack. The back of your image. Oh, it's yours truly going through, hitting every speed bump I possibly can. Raceway not too far behind. Ascat trying to catch up, hitting some bumps as well. I got a bad bonk going into the final stretch. It's going to open the door for Raceway to overtake and take the win now. Oh, no. Oh, I lost the win. Ascat taking third. Podium is rounded out. Top 4 rounded out. Let's get a top 10 and bring it home, folks. Jack in the... Okay. Malvinius. Jack in the Box is pretty trash. Just go to Arby's. They'll give you curly fries and some other trash. Brother! We have one Arby's here in town, and it was fucking closed 12 months ago, okay? Arby's ain't that easy. Wow, congratulations. Go to Risk C23, your winner on Cosmic Chaos alongside Bryce, Kaz, and Ascat 1964. Yow! Castillo's rounding out the podium here on Cosmic Chaos. Top 10, rounded out by 4th place. Zero Evil leading on another J. Martin. Thermos Jack, Colin, Jay Crawford, Duke McAwesome, Vuffin, Ken Worf. 0, 4, and 10. 24 people entered, only 21 of them finished. It's Malvinius getting that last place point. We got 3 DNS, and we do need those Ranker Zs. We really do. Show your round of E-Plaws with the Ranker Z emote. Euro and curly fries. But see, I like the rice. I'm like an Euro with rice guy. You can't. I'm not an anti-carbo maxing folk, but rice and fries, it's a little too much. Maybe rice in a tortilla you can get away with, but rice and fries is too much grain. Loaded up now for race number 7. It's the aggressive Arctic Adventure. Thank you to Pickled Green 85 for the level. Exclamation mark plays, which you type in chat to get more with your name on it. Get started in just a few moments, folks. We're going to do another DNF prediction here in the live Twitch chat. Twitch.tv/BryceCaz. Use your channel points to bet on how many DNFs we're going to have in this race. Are we going to have more or less than the over-under 9.5 DNFs? Check it out. Bet with your channel points, and we'll see how it goes at the end of the race. Yo! 90 seconds, folks. I got the new the My Silk song came out this week, and it's called Clover Pit. It's a slot machine version of Balatro. It is if Balatro was a slot machine game, and it is fantastic. It's really good. It's well made. It's neat. It has a really cool aesthetic. 60 seconds, folks. Join us here. We reached the halfway point of the evening. It's really cool. It's got a cool kind of grimy sort of horror aesthetic. You kind of don't know what's really going on, other than that you're kind of being tortured to play a slot machine. And then if you do well, the slot machine gets big and red and angry at you. There's something to be said about the slot machine getting engorged and red when you win a lot. And then when it's done, like, and like turgid, you know? I don't know. Game design. Am I right, fellas? But it's cool. I still have to beat. I got the 4 cabinets open. But I still don't have whatever that's. I guess the next thing I need to get is a skeleton key, but then it's harder to get that one. Here's what it's not hard to do. Get a victory or even an entry here into race number 7. Our racers already registered revving and they're off for number 7, the aggressive Arctic Adventure. They are making their way through the opening box. There's a bit of a top section and a bottom section. A lot of chaos at the beginning just to shuffle up those races, just to make sure that the qualifying for this session is truly academic, really unhelpful in any way. First off the block, we're going to see Musical Chemist, FLS Carnage, Malvinius, and Crisco all filing next to each other as everyone is trying to zoom through the curly straws and make their way out. Debris on the track, that's going to pack everybody except for Vuff. Vuff stealing ahead. Archeron not far behind. That's a huge gain for Vuff and Archeron as a lot of the middle pack catches up. The back pack is still going to be kind of unaffected by that. Kenworth and Poop Pants as they're just trying to get off the block still. Vuff and Archeron getting equalized again as they go through a mill. And then a little bit, an incredibly clean line from Vuff through those boppers. But gonna ride the wall, and that's gonna lose the race for Vuff. DNFing as races. You can't ride the wall there, folks. The wall collapses. Oh my goodness. You hate to see it. You incredibly do not like to see it. FLS Carnage with Musical Chemist zooming through. The stewards are gonna have a look at that. That's almost like that's like a corner cut, basically. FLS Carnage trying to just stay on this track. Only 7. No, it's going to be 5 racers are even still on this damn thing. The aggressive Arctic adventure is still happening, but we've only got 5 people. See Gigaloop pulling up the rear, trying to catch up with Stashman, Archeron, and Crisco. Clean line for Gigaloop to move into 4th place. FLS stopped on the debris here. Going to trade positions. With being stuck at least with Crisco, as we see Archeron falling off the track. Only 4 people still in this thing now in a protected parking structure. Keep your ticket, folks. You got to pay on exit. FLS Carnage with just about a 1 second gap ahead of Stashman, 2 just ahead of Crisco and Gigaloop. Your 4 racers still in this damn thing. Everyone's catching their breath after a destructive first half of the race. The final stretch now with some boosts, some mills. This is FLS Carnage's to try to win. Gigaloop with a huge overtake, taking 2nd place. We've seen a bunch of racers skipping those mills as we've gone through. Gigaloop with another clean line through the boppers. That mill set Gigaloop on the perfect line to avoid all of these stanchions. That's a win for Miss G. Top 4 looking through. Who's it going to be? 1 minute on the clock, folks. You just got to finish it. You just got to finish this one. It's FLS to finish it. Come on, folks. Looking for number 3. Crisco, clean line. That's an overtake on Stashman. Stashman 2 just walking home, buddy. Tippy-tappy home. Tippy-tappy home. There we go. Whoa. Congratulations. Go to Gigaloop. Your winner here on the aggressive Arctic adventure. Thinking of Pickled Green for the level. Podium rounded up by FLS Carnage and Crisco 7-6-2. 1, 2, and 3 on race number 7. Top 4 rounded out by Stashman 2 in 4th place, taking that last place point as well, and a ton of DNFs. These folks do need Frankerzies. Show it to us. Pop them on screen, folks, because look at this. Everyone, nearly everyone. Darn near everyone. Let's let up number 8.
To me, I still feel your touch in my dream. Forgive me.
Loaded up now for race number 8, the Dark Demonic Destination. Thank you to Scandalous Angel for this level. Join us, ! Play is what you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. We're readying for you. We're readying for you. That's what we're doing, ready. Find your stats on screen or go to marbles.win. It's a website. We've got your stats that update in basically real time. Check it out. Loaded up now for race number 8. Hello, folks. Welcome back. Wait. Hello, folks. Welcome back. Oh, DNFs. We just did the DNFs. It was definitely over. It was a majorly over a DNF on that one. It's going to be 500 some points to the folks who betted on the over. Jiminy criminy. 80 seconds to join us here on race number 8. You know, F1 is back this weekend for the Singapore Grand Prix, the original night race. Which means, of course, it will be at like 4 a.m. Pacific time again. Ugh. And then Austin's coming up. Austin's coming up in a bit, but it'll be a McLaren sort of fight at the top of the pack. This is supposed to be another track where the McLaren is favored over the Red Bull, but we'll see. That Red Bull has had some upgrades. Laurent Mekies has been doing a pretty strong job of piloting that team now that Christian Horner formally got the axe. 30 seconds to join us, folks. Colin says, does anyone know why Twitch's notifications on Android can be really delayed? I only just now got the notification. Ooh, I don't know, man. You know, I feel like I've been missing notifications more and more. And I don't know if it's because they got more subtle or if I just, if I'm just like paying less attention. If I'm just that much more inured to my phone boodinging at like every 3 minutes. Here's something that's happening in 3 seconds. It's race number 8. 25 racers ready, registered, and revving. They're off on Dark Demonic Destination, race number 8 tonight. They're going through an opening. Look at the tower that they're zooming through. No one had any trouble getting in. We look at another Jay Martin and Jake Schneider at the top of the pack. Mr. Alvis at the bottom with Bobcat. You want to be at the bottom. You want to go as fast to the bottom as you can. Whoa, there's a ghosty thing. These weird ghost possession balls that sometimes will pick up the racers or DNF them, send them to other parts of the track. We're going to have to keep an eye out for if anyone gets possessed by that dang thing. It looks like it's going back and forth on the track and back to the start of the... Oh, I hope it doesn't take you back to the start of the race. That would be really, really annoying. Zero Evil in the lead with musical chemist Malvinius and ipoopmypants.com. Settling into the center section here as we see FLS Carnage in the back. First one to go on the that driver's right side. But I don't think there's going to be any competitive advantage for that. Musical Chemist and Zero Evil going down and up through the elevator, escalator, up and down, trying to figure out which way they need to go. Dumb waiter, smart waiter, doesn't know. Zero Evil, Musical Chemist going through the DNA session now. Oh, Musical Chemist losing it on the overshoot. That's going to give Zero Evil the lead going into that set of curly fries. But Zero Evil looks to be stopped. No, just it's a very awkward positioning for the boost now. As Musical Chemist and Gigaloop both go into the auto stepper. Not going to be a lot of chaos there, but it can be slow. I don't know if you guessed it. It can be kind of slow. Zero Evil trying to hold on, but going through a parking structure, it's going to be really unchaotic, very boring, and very long for Zero Evil on ipoopmypants.com, where Gigaloop just has to go through the curly straws. Let's see who gets into this ziggurat first. Well, it looks like it's going to be one Gigaloop with a clean line through right into the double protected Steve. This could be huge for Gigaloop if she takes the win. She takes the win now on race number 8. 1 minute on that big red clock, folks. Bring it on. Gigaloop in the chat. You gotta be kidding. Was that your second win today, Gigaloop? Wow. 40 seconds as we see the top 10 streaming in. Colin just going to get 9th ahead of Cal SN. We're looking for last place. 30 seconds on the clock. We see Arc Run, Ben Franklin, Crisco, and Bobcat in the backpack on the parking structure. We got some DNFs on this one. Can't quite tell. Our racers will DNF when they after they finish, so it makes the count a little messed up. It makes it hard to count the guys. I couldn't count the guys. 15 seconds. Watch out for that fire. Risk C. Risk C, watch out for that fire. Bobcat banking it. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4. No! There we go! Whoa! Congratulations go to Gigaloop, your winner alongside Musical Chemist and another Jay Martin. The podium here on the Dark Demonic Destination. Thank you to Scandalous Angel for a great level. Can I say? Great level? Top 10, rounded out by Malvinius. Leading on Zero Evil, Vuff, Ken Worf 04 and 7th. Leading ipoopmypants.com. Leading Colin J. Crawford and Callison 34. 25 people entered. Only 22 of them finished as Bobcat in 22nd place, getting that last place point. Brownie point, delicioso. And we got to get a lot of Frankersies for our DNF friends. The thing about DNF that stinks is that if you DNF multiple times, no one knows. No one can tell. That's why you need the Frankersy, because otherwise you don't even know. Let's check out your stats here as we get ready for the second half of the evening. Top movers and shakers today. Risk C at the top of the table with 47 points ahead of Musical Chemist on 40. Bobcat on 37, Stashman 231, Duke McAwesome on 30, Zero Evil on 29, another J Martin 28, Red Hat Jesse and Gigaloop 26, Jake Schneider 25. And at the top of the table in all of Season 13, Archeron is still on top, 289, 20 points ahead of Risky 269, tied with Vuff also on 269, Cal SN in fourth 267, and Captain Jack in fifth 265. Loaded up now for race number 9. We're here on the back half of the evening. It's Return to Sender Original. I think this is a new old track. I think this is an old track that's been revived. This is whoa, this is a I think we have done a Return to Sender, but I've never seen it look like this. This is bewildering. There are portals everywhere. There are portals. Okay, so it's kind of a hub and spoke system here. So the racers are going to come out. These portals are going to intercept folks and bring them to some of the ends of these spokes. And then ultimately you need to get to the center of the funnel at the center of the hub. Let's go to this bottom side. But there's also a portal that presumably will take you back to one of these other spokes. Jiminy. Well, we're going to find out in about 69 nice seconds. Another bloodbath, says Captain Jack? I don't know. I mean, I would think so, right? Because there's so many of these portals that just spend all of their time being over air, being over the void. I don't know how anyone's gonna win this one or survive. At least we'll find out in about 40 seconds. They updated Marbles on Stream recently. They started a new internal season on the game. If you watch anybody else, including Marbles here with Bryce, we do use Marbles on Stream, so you always get your Marbles on Stream community points regardless of our custom league, which makes it fun. It's like double points. It's like getting double points, and you could become a viral star. We've been getting hundreds, nay thousands of views on social media lately. Who knows? You could become the next viral Max Verstappen of Marbles. 9th race this evening. 22 racers are ready, registered, and are off there in the opening Plinko now for Return to Sender Original, a new standard track from Marbles on Stream. Jake and Bryce has first off the block as we see Duke McCausland, Malvinius, Ken Worf, Musical Chemist, and more. They're filing out on race number 9. I want to see who gets portaled. Whoa, it's yours truly with Jake. We're going to be here on this far spoke. So it does look like the racers will get sent to random spokes from these different portals, which is something that the game is able to do. But it does mean that everyone gets spread out quite a bit. Our racers are going to want to head towards that central funnel in the center. That will get you to the bottom spoke and take you to the finish line. But there are portals everywhere to try to stop you from achieving that task. Jake Schneider, who you saw first into the portal, seems to be the first one into that central funnel. Could be, unless Vuff goes directly into the hole. Vuff into the final sector. Jake Schneider not far behind. Captain Jack, Colin J. Crawford, Malvinius, and Cal SN. This is going to be a quick track, it seems like. No, not for Vuff. As Vuff hits the portal in the final sector and loses out, has to go back to the spoke. Jake Schneider now trying to catch in second. Colin J. Crawford, who hits a crate, has to hand over the lead to Jake, who avoids all of the crates, goes in the final stretch. This is going to be a huge definitive win for Jake Schneider on Return to Sender. That is a major, major win. Who could get second place? Where are they at? PoopMyPants.com. Looks like it's going to be. It will be. Number 2 for Poop. 45 seconds on that big red clock. We want our top 10 and last place racer. They're still super spread out. Whew. This one was faster than I thought. Colin J. Crawford says, "Call me Snake because I'm hiding in boxes." Yeah. I'm plus 2ing that one. That's a big plus 2. boom. What's a plus 2? That's how you plus 2 someone. You go, picow, picow, picow. 14 seconds now. Vuff and Malvinius. Vuff getting Ed up. Malvinius avoiding the portal but can't avoid the fire. No. Whoa. Congratulations go to Jake Schneider, your winner, alongside I Poop My Pants.com and Cal SN34, your podium on race number 9, Return to Sender Original. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place, Colin J. Crawford, leading on Red Hat Jesse, FLS Carnage, Musical Chemist, Archeron 42, Thermos Jack, and Captain Jack in 10th place. Skipping over the Ben Franklin because it's 12th place, Duke McAwesome, your final racer to drop into the finish line. Last place, taking that brownie point home. I might recommend some ice cream with it. Brownie point a la mode. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, yes. Loaded up now for race number 10, the Heavy Heart Awe. Thank you to Acre1996 for the level. Join us, exclamation mark plays, which you type in the chat to get them with your name on it. Did you guys see? Did you guys see the Fortnite kerfuffle over the past week? So, well, obviously Fortnite does all these big creative deals where they put skins in the game, they put emotes and songs into the game. And they did one as a collaboration with the new DC HBO show Peacemaker, which is back in season 2. And it's this, it's John Cena doing the dance, and he's shaking his hips and he's moving his arms. Well, the finale of that season of Peacemaker just came out, and spoiler alert, I said spoiler alert, and then I gave a lot of silence there, so now I'm just going to say the spoiler. But the second season takes place in a surprise alternate universe where the Nazis won and took over society. And to hear James Gunn's description of the dance, that the show always does like a big choreographed dance number for the intros, and the part of the dance that they clipped out where he puts his arms up was meant to be like a small hint in the choreography of the dance that there was a Nazi element in the season, which they did similar to whatever was going on with the puppet stuff in season 1. But because it's like someone from Warner Brothers just said, I don't know, my job is to make deals. And then someone at Fortnite job is, I don't know, my job is to go make deals. 10 seconds, folks. And so they had to pulled the emote because the kids were using it for Nazi shit. So they pulled the emote, and they've said that they're going to alter it. Presumably so it doesn't quite do the swastika arms stuff. I think that's the thing that people are cluing in. He kind of does this thing with his arms that it's kind of like a cactuar pose if you think about it. But the thing about cactuar is that it wasn't, well, I don't know. The cactuars have their own problems, but it's just very funny. I think they had what was the tweet that they had to put out at Fortnite status? It was like, we've been in communications with our partners at Warner Brothers to understand the creative decisions behind the dance, and we want people to just have an emote. We don't want it to be the Nazi. We didn't mean to literally put a Nazi dog whistle into the fucking game. I Poop My Pants says, I saw people saying it's just an H. Brother, no, he does the alternate. He does the alternating thing, and then he does like an H. Which also, HH is a different thing, but maybe don't Google it if you don't want to be on the list. Ben Franklin, Colin J. Crawford, 1 and 2 here on race number 10. It's the Heavy Heart Awe. Ben Franklin having trouble with this copyright section, just like the folks over at Fortnite That's leaving Colin J. Crawford an opening to take the lead. Thermos Jack and Musical Chemist fighting for second place. Musical Chemist, second one into the hamster ball. First one out of it, though. That's going to be the lead now for Musical Chemist. Huge overtake through that section. Zero Evil and Colin J. Crawford, 2 and 3, as they are all trying to storm out Thermos Jack and IPoopMyPants.com as the racers go through the DNA. Oh, it's a bad shoot for Musical Chemist. So for Zero Evil, just not as bad. Zero Evil taking the new lead. 140 on the clock. Zero Evil going to the final stretch now. Just drop as fast as you can. That's a win for Zero Evil. The heavy heart awe. It's quick. "45 seconds on that big red clock here. Passion to me, yeah. Bring it in, folks. We got a top 10. We need the last place. We see Jake, Ben Franklin, Gigaloop, Ken Worf still on the track, still dealing with the DNA section. Helix 1, Helix 2. Drop and fall as slow as you can. You want that last place point. Who will it be? Well, looks like it's going to be Ken Worf for the last. There we go. Whoa. Congratulations go to Zero Evil. Your winner alongside Musical Chemist and Mr. Alvis. The podium here in the Heavy Heart Awe. Thank you to Acre for the level. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place. IPoopMyPants.com. Leading on Colin J. Crawford, Riss C. Captain Jack, Callis N. Another J. Martin and Crisco 762 in 10th place. 23 people entered in. Oh my frankers. The only 22 of them finished. It's Ken Worf 04 in last place. And nope, that's not the button. No. And bonus point for Duke McAwesome for being the only DNF in that round. Okay. Okay, thank you. That's going to be the only DNF point for Duke McAwesome. They're on number 10. Let's load up 11. I hit the wrong button. Loaded up now for 11. Join us, Ben Clay. Join us. It's race number 11, the Abducted Abyss Activity. Thank you to Damien FN1 for the level. Bang that play, folks. I didn't realize. Hello. I forgot, or I guess I missed it. I guess there was a new Rick and Morty season that came out a few months ago. I completely missed it, so I've been catching up on that. And I think I'm still having some growing pains. I think with the new voice actors for, specifically for Rick. I think Morty's okay, but I think Rick doesn't quite sound right. Colin says it sure was more Rick and Morty. Yeah. I mean, it's created this weird dynamic whenever I watch it, where I go, oh, we're doing an episode about a side character. Oh, we're spending time with a side character today. Oh, we're not going to be doing a lot of Rick and Morty. There's a side character. Oh, we're going to have a reason for all the Ricks to have an accent. Okay. It's just, I mean, it's still the show. I mean, it's still like a science fiction comedy show. And it probably has lost some of its edge in how nihilistic it wants to be. But you know what? They're in like season 8 or something. I don't know. They still got like 40 more shows to do. Just let them finish out let them finish their deal. They're just gonna finish the deal and we'll go home. We'll go home and do another thing, I'm sure. I don't know if I'm 1 or 2 seasons behind on that show. I mean, at this point, it's like dealer's choice. It's there for you. It's there for you whenever you're ready for it. Here's something that's here for you. It's It's race number 11 tonight. We're off on the Abducted Abyss activity. 23 racers have registered and rolling their way through the opening funnel now. Thank you to Damon FN1 for the level. Maybe Damien likes Formula 1. Maybe that's why his name is like that. So slow funnel now. We see Crisco, Colin, Malvinius, and Duke, some of the front runners in the opening spirals, trying to drop first. Will anyone get a line ahead of Crisco? No. Crisco first off the block. Everyone's filing out of the funnel now. Crisco, Bryce has Bobcat, Vuff, and Colin up the escalator now. Elevator even. Going through some poppers and stoppers. Don't pop, don't stop. Crisco with Bryce has on his tail. Going through the Ferris wheel. It will be still Vuff leading as there's a lot of DNS in the background. Keep an eye on the right side of your screen for your name, or hopefully not. Vuff trying to get escape on the copyright section, but got hit by the swing, what do I call that thing? The swinging cradle. That's right. Isn't that what it's called? I'm not entirely sure. Colin, Ledwin, Malvinius, your front runners through the auto stepper. Vuff, next pack with Redhead, Jesse Breakhouse, and Cal SN. Duke McAwesome, Bobcat, Ben Franklin, and more as they are streaming ahead, trying to go through. Race lead. It's a three-way fight. Ledwin, Malvinius, and Colin as they all go through the tunnel of love of hell. No issues. Going through the Steve now. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Triple bonk. That's opening the door for Malvinius to take the lead out into the chamber. Clean out for Malvinius through the chamber pot. Bryce has second. Vuff third. Colin, Redhead, Jesse, and Ledwin next pack. Rissi and Cal SN. 1:55 on the clock so far as Malvinius is looking to keep it alive through the Peach Heart section. No issues. Making it over to that sharp corner. Bryce has with a bit of a jump, getting a little bit of air. Colin catching up on the other side. Vuff and Ledwin. And it's the final stretch now, folks. Malvinius did get the win. No one, Rissi, Redhead, Jesse, then Ledwin, Colin, Ben Franklin, top six. It's a tough one to make it through because they got to make it through the hole, but then they drop right through the bottom section. Only 44 seconds now. Our top 10 are in. This is an interesting place to put a finish circle. Crisco. Oh, I don't think Crisco actually finished. "20 seconds now. FLS Carnage and Jake Schneider looking to go through the circlet. Who will? I don't know if FLS made it. They say it's it. They tell me it's done. Congratulations. Go to Malvinius. Woo! Your race winner alongside Rissi and Red Hat Jesse. 1, 2, and 3 here on race number 11, the Abducted Abyss activity. Thank you to Damon FN1 for the level. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place. Ledwin leading on Colin J. Crawford. The Ben Franklin. Ken Worf in 7th place, leading Thermos Jack, Bobcat, and Vuff in 10. 23 entered. Only 16 of them finished at 0 Evil in last place, getting that brownie point. Yum, yum, yum. Shouty outy to 0 Evil. Let's let him into the race. Yo! Oh. Yo, listen! Hello, listen. Race number 12 is loaded up. Join us, folks! Exclamation mark. Hey, I'm gonna say, fuck the Alien Earth finale. I'm gonna say fuck that show. I'm gonna say fuck that show. I'm gonna say fuck that show. They had the season 1 was fine, but the finale is bad. 90 seconds to join us. The finale is bad and dumb, and it doesn't do anything. It didn't do anything. It spends half an episode almost doing something, and then doing a bunch of boring season 2 hooks. Fuck off. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. You just wasted. Frustrates me, that show. I think there's cool ideas there. I love science fiction. I think science fiction on TV is really cool. I heard that this season was a bit of like a meant to get the ball rolling, but brother, that doesn't happen. You're not lost. You know, it's not like, you know, they're gonna pay to keep a fuselage on the Hawaiian beaches for you. Like, you're Noah Hawley. It's cool. There's cool shit in it. Mate, it's a show that I have to reserve judgment on the season 1 until season 2 comes out, because it's just all hook. It's just all hook for season 2. It like doesn't end. It basically doesn't have an ending, and that fucking sucks. It's really annoying for both a streamer only show, a weekly show, an IP show. Just frustrating. Here's something that hopefully isn't frustrating. It's race number 12 tonight. 22 racers are ready, registered, and off here in the awesome Dangerous Vibe. I think the Pickled Green for another hot joint. Callison and Jake Schneider, Jake McAwesome, some of your first ones to drop as fast as they can in the opening section now. Going through the tunnel of crazy straws. Who will make it out? Bobcat, why did the aliens even come to Earth? Well, they do explain that. The thing is, they explain that in episode 6 in the fucking flashback. They do the whole thing where near the end of the season, after they showed you something really cool at the end of one episode, the next episode is a whole flash. The whole episode is a flashback. The whole episode is a flashback, and it teaches you one thing, which is that, oh no, it wasn't even fucking random happenstance that this crazy accident happened. Spoiler alert for any science fiction story ever. Sorry, it annoys me because I like it. I want to like it. I want it to be better. I want it to be better than it is. That's why I get mad. I don't even think it wasted my time yet, but I do want it to be good because I like it, and I'm mad that it's not. I should write that down and tell it to my therapist. Bobcat leading the race here, a minute 15 lap so far, as they're dealing with a lot of crap on the track. The stewards have decided that we need a lot of chicane turns and these little chicane worms. We had the cones of Dunshire. We had some squares over here. These are a different type of box, unlike some of the other props that we normally see on marbles. Callison going into a whole thing of dojo sections now. Hiya! Was that a laser? There's lasers on the track. Ken Wharf taking the lead now. Mr. Alvis getting ed up by the laser. Ken Wharf is going to be the first one potentially into a hamster ball. Archeron and Bryce has second and third. Gigaloop, Thermos Jack, Zero Evil, and Musical Chemist, as the racers are all trying to catch up, going through the dojo sections into the hamster balls. Oh, some folks in the air. That's not going to be good for Musical Chemist. No. Thermos Jack now in what should be the final stretch if he doesn't get hammered out. Hitting the slow motion. Let's see what happens with Thermos Jack. No! Thermos Jack in the air. Oh, victory stolen from Gigaloop. Also, the win stolen from. It'll be Archeron ahead of Cal SN. If Callison gets it in, yes. Oh my goodness. 1 minute on the big red clock. Ken Wharf makes it through. No, overshoots it. Oh my goodness. Look at this awesome, dangerous vibe. Who's still out on the track? We have enough for a top 10, but will they make it in? Jake Schneider trying to avoid these. These are fast hammers too. Jake just misses them, but overshoots. You actually want to hit the hammer? He asked incredulously. Ben Franklin, avoiding the hammer, makes it on. FLS Carnage and Bobcat. Where's Ledwin? Did Ledwin die? Ledwin died. Fireline coming for Bobcat. Only 10 seconds now. 6, 5, 4. Hammers. Cleared the hammers. Dropped into the ball. Oh! Congratulations. Go to Archeron 42, your winner here on the awesome Dangerous Vibe. Alongside Callison and Captain Jack, that is your podium today on race number 12. Top 4, rounded out by 4th place. The Ben Franklin, also taking that last place point. Yowza. And, oh, nobody's played this level, which means with a time of 2 minutes, 25.255.
It's a new lap record.
It's a new world record for Archeron, getting 5 big points for setting the best time on a community level. Love to see that. We're gonna load up your 13th level. Why don't we do that? Join us. Race number 13, the Rusty Remnant. Another standard level. We're back. Archeron has broken the 300-point mark. 311. Raceway on the top of the big movers and shakers today. Moving and shaking that whole marble derriere. All right, join us. It's race number 13, Rusty Remnant. Exclamation mark play. Get a marble with your name on it. I saw this article today. I'm going to read a quote that I've pulled from the article. This is from our friends over at 404 Media. And I don't entirely understand this. So I'm going to read this and hopefully just the science will work out. Earth is getting darker, with a more pronounced darkening in the northern hemisphere challenging the long-held belief in hemispheric symmetry of Earth's albedo. This is a summary. This asymmetry is attributed to climate change, reductions in aerosol pollution, and natural disasters, with the melting of glaciers and ice sheets in the northern hemisphere playing a significant role. The study, using 24 years of data from the Ceres satellite network, highlights the need for further research to understand the implications of the darkening. Earth is getting darker. We're losing sun. We're losing sunlight out there. On the cosmic stage, a producer has tilted his head and said, "We're losing sunlight. We need to get on with that." 50 seconds, please. I don't know what that means. That the Earth is getting darker, and I don't know what to do. And I don't know what to do with that. Should I? Does that mean I should keep my lights on more or less? Does that mean I need a daylight savings more or less? I'm not entirely sure. 30 seconds, folks. Join us here on number 13. I know what. I think I know what an albedo is. An albedo is how bright something is, right? It's like the measure of brightness. Or is it measure of darkness? Fuck, I need to play Xenosaga. Thus spoke there Zarathustra again. 5 seconds now for race number 13. 22 racers are ready, registered, revving in there. Rough on the Rusty Remnant. Race number 13 tonight. They're going through the opening plinko, fighting for every inch. Jake Schneider trying to drop as fast as possible. Who is it going to be? It will be Jake, Red Hat Jesse, Ben Franklin, FLS Carnage, as they all file out of the plinko. Ooh, a bad line for Jake Schneider. Sorry for the commentators. Cursed FLS Carnage and Red Hat Jesse leading as a crow flies. Archeron trying to make hay. It's Red Hat Jesse and Archeron first in on the curly Q on this side. Ken Worf leading on the opposite side. Jake Schneider zooming ahead into the chamber pot, taking the lead. An incredible early lead now for Jake Schneider, your title sponsor of LFG Marbles, as Archeron and Red Hat Jesse will be the first ones out of the chamber pot next. 40 seconds on the clock with a huge gap to first place Jake Schneider. Jake going through the curly fries now. Oh, it's a lovely XL order of curly fries too. I love the and I love even the Jack in the Box bad curly fries are good. They're bad, but they're good because they have them. Because fundamentally they're bad. Anyway, Jake Schneider with a huge gap. Second place is Archeron 42, a minute 6 elapsed. As Archeron with a huge catch on Jake Schneider. We missed it, but I can't tell if it was an overshoot for Jake or what, but that has equalized the race between 1 and 2 as they both are in the hamster ball of hell now. Archeron and Jake. Callisen to first get in the ditch now. Oh, this is an old-style hamster ball. It's Jake Schneider, Callisen, and then Captain Jack. 1, 2, and 3. A minute 30 lapsed so far. Jake with Callisen right on his tail. If they make it through the Steve together, it could get kind of doggy. Jake bumping, Callisen bonking. A minute 40. Callison trying to make it out. Jake Schneider still dealing with the paddle. Crisco gets the escape velocity, taking the lead. Captain Jack had a look at the escape, but it'll be Callison with the second escape now. Going through a snaky snake section. These two racers in 1 and 2 are too far away to get doggy, and I'm being told by the French stewards that there's not a dog fight applicable. Captain Jack and Jake Schneider 3 and 4. Archeron and Bryce has Bobcat and Musical Chemist as they go through the curly Q. Crisco with a bit of a gap had a bit of a bonk, opening the door for Callison to try to get doggy with the Captain Jack. Also in the mix to avoid some of the dogginess as Callison overtakes to become your new race leader. 2:16 on the clock. Going to the curly Q now. Which way would Callison go? Callison having a look on the left side, but no, is going to go with the right side. The left side, I think, is could be faster depending on the speed. It's all about the speed you take into it, as well as when you take that line. Callison and Crisco neck and neck on opposite sides. Can't get doggy with it. Callison is not going to have to get stopped by the Steve, but Crisco is going to have a pretty okay line with it. Into the reservoir now for Callison. I'm going to slow him down. Jake Schneider, Captain Jack Bryce, and Bobcat all having a look. Archeron Musical Chemist on the bottom side. Gigaloop and FLS Carnage not far behind. Crisco on the bottom side into the curly Q now as Jake Schneider tries to catch from the top. Callison with a huge shortcut now, just on camera, taking the race lead with some bonkage. Captain Jack and Crisco also in the mix. Callison, your current race leader. Bobcat also getting the skip. So does Bryce. This is a bit of chaos in the final stretch. Callison going through the speed bumps, going right through the middle. Plenty of speed to power through the bumps. 3:15 on the clock. That's going to be a win for Callison. 34. Second place, Jake Schneider filing in, and then Captain Jack, oh no! At the last second, Captain Jack gets overtaken by Bobcat just over the finish line. Your top 8 are spiring in. Damn it. I ruined it. That was my TikTok clip. That was going to be a perfect TikTok clip, and I ruined it. 33 seconds. Looking for the last place racer. Rissy in the air. Mr. Alvis not. What happens with Rissy? Lands it. 26. Oh, but then falls off the lip. Mr. Alvis, 23 seconds. Plenty of time to bring it home. Bring it home, Mr. Alvis. Brung it. Rotten. Congratulations go to Cal S and your winner here on race number 13, the Rusty Remnant. Alongside Jake Schneider and Bobcat. That's your podium here on number 13. Top 10, rounded out by 4th place. Captain Jack, 913, leading on Crisco. Vuff, Gigaloop, Archeron, FLS Carnage in 9th, and Musical Chemist in 10th. Scrolling through, it's Mr. Alvis in 19th place, taking that last place point. Shouty outy to one Mr. Alvis. Got to get some Frankerzies in chat for our DNF friends. They do need Frankerzy. Let's load up another level. Yeah, Albedo was the bad guy in Saga, right? It was Albedo. There was Rubido. There was Junior. What was Junior's name? I think Junior was Rubido. No one isn't. You know what? I'll just go back and watch the fucking 10-hour long movie cut of Saga. Yeah. Okay. So Ruby was Little Master. There was Albedo, which was the bad guy. He had the white hair, and then there was like a blue one or a black hair one? No one is entirely sure. No. If anyone knew, they would have made more than 3 games, and they would have made more than 2 of them be bad. All right, load it up now for race number 14. We're here on the slippery slopes. Join us! ! Plays what you type to get a marble with your name on it. Posted about this in the Discord a little bit, marbles.win/Discord. I guess the Doug, the YouTube creator, did a little ebook hijinks with his Doug story. He did an ebook being, quote, the Doug story. But it's like, I don't know, 90 pages of just the word Doug. Doug. 90 seconds, join us. But then that, because of, them doing a little bit of the press on like, hey, everybody go buy it right now, all that stuff, ended up selling really well in a bunch of different categories. And now there have been a bunch of AI like biographies being written about Doug Reading and they're bad. We posted the link in the Discord, though, of him going through and reading not just one, but a few of these, like, just garbage, like, biographies. They get information wrong. They call his friend Parkser, who is a human man, they call him Doug's cat or something in one of them. They just grab everything they can Google and they put it in the thing, and then it just farts out, you know, a cover and a table of contents and everything. The cover looks bad. The name is misspelled everywhere. I don't know why Amazon allows this. I don't know why Amazon allows this. There's just a lot of slop. It's a little slop. Here's something that's more like a slope. It's race number 14, Slippery Slopes. 23 racers are already registered, and they're off here for our a race in our last leg of races this evening. First one off the block. It will be Lead Win, just alongside Risky, Thermos, Jack, and Moores. They're all storming out of the opening Plinko. Bobcat, Kenworth, and FLS Carnage pulling up the rear as Ledwin leads in through an opening Sneaky Snake section. Upcoming is the Slippery Slope, the titular Slippery Slope. Ledwin no contact with the bamboo. Risky, Colin J. Crawford having a look, Thermos Jack, Azcat having a look. They're all going to change as they get into the Slippery Slope, the skiing section now. Ledwin trying to catch up with Thermos Jack, Jake Schneider, Mr. Alvison, the Ben Franklin, all zooming, trying to fight for first place, avoiding the bricks, avoiding the rocks that are chasing these racers alongside Father Gravity. Father Gravity? Mother Gravity. No, Gravity. Gravity's like an NB, right? Like you have Mother Nature, you have Father Time, and you have the they them timekeeper. No, you have the they them gravity keeper. Thermos Jack is your leader going into this infinity section. Mr. Alvis, Ledwin, IPoopMyPants.com, and Musical Chemist all having a look as they deal with this infinite. It's got a bit of a switchback section so that it's not as boring for the racers as it seems from far away. A minute 23 elapsed so far as we see Red Eye Jesse pull up the rear with Bobcat and Duke McAwesome. Everyone's off the slippery slope. Thermos Jack into the final switchback now, trying to avoid these icicles. Ooh! Just avoiding one. A bit of a half bonk for Thermos Jack. Going into the bamboos now. Ooh, bam bonking. It'll be Thermos Jack going to the center line. Like, the center lines usually can be a little shorter, especially if you're early into it. But, oh, that's right, this is the train section. So the racers are going to go up and back and keep switching back. But if another racer comes in and catches them right here before they make that switchback, it's really easy to get caught up in a DRS train and stopped up by other marbles who are also trying to progress forward. It also means if you land on someone, you could fall off the track entirely. Seeing a couple DNFs so far. We're going to keep a side profile of this as we see a bit of a demonstration of some of that up and down, back and forth thing. Thermos Jack taking the lead now. Mr. Alvis in second. Who's going to make it out? A big DRS train here was led by Jake Schneider, pulling up the rear now. As we see Thermos Jack making it out of the cones of Dunshire. Mr. Alvis as well. Slowing down. Those cones are going to keep you real slow. Musical Chemist, Ledwin, Poop Pants, Crisco, and Jake Schneider, the next pack, fighting for third place. Mr. Alvis only now trying to get into the elevator as Thermos Jack's already out of it, going to the DNA section. Overshoots for Thermos Jack. That's going to be a huge chance for second place to catch up. It's going to be an open season call. Ledwin overshooting. It's wrong. Musical Chemist and Mr. Alvis now are going to have a look as Thermos Jack goes to the slippery slope. Will he land it? Will he keep it in the thing? That's a win for Thermos Jack, crossing the finish line alongside Musical Chemist. Mr. Alvis just far left. Can't make it in. Jake Schneider zooming in for third. Top 10 are in. Top 10 are filing in, trying to bring it home. Don't go too lateral, folks. Don't. Archeron and Red Hat Jesse, your last one still on the track, trying to bring it in. Let's see what happens with Archeron. Swish! Red Hat Jesse at the top of the mountain now. 24 seconds on the red clock. Oh, but Red Eye Jesse is trying to recover from a bad overshoot or two. Should be plenty of time unless that fire... Oh, no, it's the slowest way you can do that. There we go. Congratulations go to Thermos Jack, your winner alongside musical chemist and Jake Schneider. The podium here on race number 14, the Slippery Slopes. Top 10 rounded up by Ken Worf, leading ipoopmypants.com on Lead Win, Crisco, Vuff, Callison, and Risk C in 10th place. Scrolling through, 23 people entered and only 17 of them finished. It's Archeron 42. Taking that last place point, Brownie Point, it's delicious. Shouty outy to Archeron 42. I'll load up another track for you. Gotta get Frankerzies. You know we gotta get that. You know we gotta get the Frankerzies. 3 more races tonight, folks. It's the factory. Join us! ! Play is what you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. Archeron in the lead in these season 13 standings, 316 now. Callisen also in that 300 club, 307. Loaded up now for the factory! Play is what you type in the chat to get anywhere with your name on it. I wonder if this AI biography thing, I wonder if there's a way to exploit it. Is there a way, on Twitter, there would be a thing that you could do where if someone like posted a funny meme or something, you could, if you typed like, oh my god, this would look so good on a shirt. Oh my, I want a shirt with that. And then they had like bots scraping through Twitter, and they would look for people saying that, and they would find what they were replying to, and if there was a picture, they would grab it or try to find a design on usually Teespring that has that. Because Teespring has all of these API hooks into it so that you can just churn. Could you do that? But because the biography stuff goes through like Amazon Kindle, could you do the Doug and build up a swell of AI biographies and stuff about you or about a person? I know that there's been a similar thing, the AI biographies with the photographer Caleb Horton, who just passed away. There's already like biographies and stuff on Kindle. I wonder what you would need to do other than having like a successful book, right? Like I guess that's obvious. That's one way to do it, I guess. 23 seconds, folks. But I feel like you could. That it used to be if you wanted to have clout, you would write a book, or you would have someone ghostwrite a book for you. Most people would do the ghostwriting thing. But what if you just cut all the humans out of that? Don't even write the book yourself. Have other people write books about you. What's better? What gives you more big dick energy than an autobiography? An unofficial biography. Oh my God! How big of a feather would you put in your cap if you could go up? If you just knew at any time you could tell people, oh yeah, people, they're unauthorized. There's so many people want to know about me. They're just desperate that they resort to I'm so big, I just need my story's not done, but some people have decided to chronicle it. I feel like you could. Archon says they've messed with the Amazon Kindle direct publishing, and it could be automated. Absolutely. Looking Doug in that video again, marbles.win/discord for the link. But in the video, Doug went in, because the other thing with Kindle direct publish is you can also do the thing where they will print your book just onto a softback, because it also costs nothing to do. And of course all the formatting and stuff is also just fucked. Even if you get an AI to do it, it still can't still can't make an ebook formatting in a way that like doesn't look horrendous on every possible screen. Kenworth trying to lead. Oh, it's going to be Giggle Loop with an overtake through the funnel. Bryce has skipping over a little of this infinity section here. This is a bit of a catch-all as the racers can speed through at a bunch of oblong angles. It's only Jake Schneider and Callison made it. Jake Schneider first to DNF on this part of the infinities. It's Bryce Kaz and Azcat first out of the infinity section into the meat hooks. Everyone's trying to catch up, including Gigaloop and the Ben Franklin, who had a strong look coming out of the cannon. Bryce Kaz first into the stopper poppers. Azcat pop next, trying not to pop. Who will be the first one in the final stretch now? It'll be at Callison with an overtake on the Castillos. Bryce Kaz in second, Azcat, Ben Franklin, Gigaloop trying to get fifth place after a strong lead. That was a win now for Callison. Second place, Bryce Kaz, Azcat, and the Ben Franklin top four are in. Whoa, some air for Red Hat Jesse. Will they land it? Yes! Oh my gosh, a seventh place for Red Hat Jesse. An incredible surprise finish. Points for Jesse. 40 seconds on the big red clock here. Looking for last place. It could be Mr. Alvis Rissy banging that final place. If Mr. Alvis can't make it out, but should be plenty of, even with the bad line, 30 seconds is plenty of time for Mr. Alvis to make it in. "20 seconds as we see a finish now for Mr. Alvis. Congratulations. Go to CalSN34, your winner here on the Factory Original. Shoulder to shoulder with yours truly and Azcat 1964, your podium. Another Castillo 2-3. Let's go, Pop. Top 10 are rounded out by fourth place. The Ben Franklin leading on Musical Chemist, Gigaloop. Red Hat Jesse in seventh, leading on Ken Worf, Malvinius, and Thermos Jack in 10th. Skipping over Rissy, who gets shit fuck all. It'll be Mr. Alvis in 12th place, getting that last place point. Shouty outy to Mr. Alvis. Enjoy the brownie. Brownie point. Set up your penultimate race of the evening. Loaded up now for race number 16. The Lost Distracting Paradise. Thank you to Della Rin for the level. Join us. Of course, if you're enjoying marbles, we will be back in 7 days' time. Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and alongside with our October 30th match as scheduled, we will also do a special 1-8 match on the 31st. Special Halloween episode. Maybe that's why I got jump scared by Halloween, because I thought, like, wouldn't I have been talking about Halloween a lot more than this? Aren't I supposed to do on my head? Oh man, I never connected this. I'm doing marbles on Halloween. That's why I was scared it was Halloween, because I thought, it was mostly just because I thought. It was mostly the mad sorceress Adia who scared me out of that. Join us now for race number 16, The Lost Distracting Paradise. Thank you to Delarin for the level. Exclamation mark, close, sharp to get more with your name on it. Speaking of video games, did I talk about Strange Antiquities? I'm playing Strange Antiquities, and it's a game about you being an apprentice running a magical oddities antique store. And people come in and they have problems and they ask you, I need a magical thing for my problem. And there's something going on in the town. You explore the town, you find more objects, you find books, and you learn about the different types of magical effects of these things. It's kind of cool. It's a little like Papers, Please. It's a little more. I guess you kind of get this cozy sense, like, oh, I'm gonna be the little local wizard hut. But it's just a lot of it's really a puzzle game. It's really what it is. It's like a word puzzle game with the trappings of being like kind of cartoony, and it does have a story. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. But it does fit more in that like Papers, Please, or what is it? Monsters Ate My Neighbor? Is that what it's called? Or Who's My Neighbor? It's more like that, where you're like given a very specific problem and you just suss it out. But it doesn't feel like you're like necessarily doing cozy, witchy stuff. Like, you know, there's like a penalty if you get it wrong, and Zombies ate, no, not Zombies Ate My Neighbors. It's, what was it called? That's Not My Neighbor? It's something like, it's very much like Papers, Please, where you have to look at the person and you gotta see, oh, do they have any signs of being an alien? You gotta look at their entrance pass, and the pass has gotta have the right stamp. It's our penultimate race of the night, and we are off. This is the Lost Distracting Paradise. Thank you to Delarin for the level. We'll distract it as we go into the opening funnel. Vuff and Jake Schneider on an inside line, Malvinius Musical Chemist on the traditional line, Red and Jesse and the Ben Franklin also on an internal line. Vuff and Jake Schneider fighting to drop off first. Who is it gonna be? It will be Jake ahead of Vuff. Coming into the funnel now, Red Eye Jesse and the Ben Franklin not far behind. Crisco Musical Chemist and Colin J. Crawford as they all file out of this funnel. 35 seconds elapsed so far. Jake leading up the elevator. Vuff, Red Hat Jesse behind. As Zero Evil and Gigaloop pull up the rear. Watching Colin go into the elevator. Let's go to the front impact. Very fast, double protected Steve shook up the racers. It's Jake Schneider now leading on Red Hat Jesse, Vuff, the Ben Franklin, Crisco, and Musical Chemist. It's easy to get that escape velocity out of here. Jake Schneider hitting a portal to the next section of the track. Oh, I don't like that the track does this. The cabin, okay. Jake Schneider into the mini funnel now. Our racers are getting shot across the whole track to get to this next sector. We'll kind of keep a bit of a wide eye as everyone shouldn't have any problems making it into the funnel. A little bit of hard to follow here. We're trying to keep up with everything going. The foggy conditions are making it a bit tough for the cameras to catch on to everyone. But we see Jake Schneider going through the tunnel of love of hell now in Sector 2. See, we see a teleporter coming up. Let's find out what happens now as Jake presumably is going to get shot into the air for Sector 3. To the cabin now. Now, what's inside that cabin, huh? Is it going to be weird, creepy shit? What is that? Sham Squad. Shamboogie. Yes, Boogie. And Lick It. Okay. Jake Schneider portaling to the DJ booth. And then hitting another portal into a mill now. We were inside the cabin and now we're out of it. Jake Schneider's sinking it. That's a win for Jake Schneider. That's going to be a 10-second world record for Jake. Big points on the table. Ledwin looking for second. What is this? Is this like a dildo? No, this is a marble. This looks like Jake Schneider. Oh, it is Jake Schneider riding on a dolphin. All right. Oh, sorry about that. I was distracted by Jake Schneider riding a dolphin. Top 7, top 9 are in, and top 10. This track is slow. This track is weird. And you know, we pick random levels on. I use the random level function here on Marbles and Stream when we put together the track orders, the order of tracks. Which means that a lot of times we just get tracks that haven't been raced a lot. Congratulations go to Jake Schneider, your winner, alongside Ledwin and the Ben Franklin, your podium here on race number 16 tonight. The Lost Distracting Paradise. Thank you to Delarin for the level. Whoa, top 10. Rounded out by 4th place. Musical Chemist leading on. Vuff in 5th. Mr. Alvis, Red Hat Jesse. Ken Worf in 8th, leading Colin J. Crawford and Thermos Jack in 10. Scrolling through, it's 18th place, Risk C23, taking last place. Brownie Point on our penultimate race of the evening. It's time to load up our final race as we look at your points, look at the standings, and get ready for number 16 plus 1. Of course, if you're enjoying Marbles, we will be back in 1 week's time. Join us next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, right here on twitch.tv/BryCaz. Of course, if you're enjoying this, we also have merch, t-shirts, tote bags, bunch of hat options, all sorts of cool stuff. Check it out at marbles.win. If you're a Patreon subscriber, you get a discount on every merch purchase, every time. All right, folks, we are here for our final race of the evening. Thank you so much for joining us. It is time. Exclamation mark play is what you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. It is our customary encore race of the evening. It is Castle Siege. Join us. Bang that play one last time, folks. Last chance to get some points. Thank you for joining us, Bobcat. Enjoy the grocery store. What are you doing going to the groceries at this time? If you're in Texas, it's almost 9 o'clock. What the hell are you doing? Join us. Exclamation mark play is what you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. 90 seconds. We will be back even if the government is shut down next week. Thankfully, the marble subsidies that we were getting from the government, we already cashed that check. They're lucky we only cashed it once. Even we're learning a lot. The French stewards have been watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to do check fraud, trying to find out the best ways to do it. Get a little bit of get a little bit of funding here from marbles. When the Patreon doesn't work, we go to the government and then defraud them. That's what I'm saying. 1 minute now on Castle Siege. Last chance to get some points this evening. Make sure you bang that play. It's our customary final race of the evening as the racers go through another drag strip style track, but it's going to be peppered with explosive barrels up and down the track from the very beginning, too. It doesn't just wait until you're on the wood stuff. It will target you immediately. Last 30 seconds. Join the Castle Siege. Ten seconds now. 20 racers ready, registered, and revving for race number 17. 5 seconds now. 3, 2, and they are off. Castle Siege is underway. The castle is being sieged. The explosives have already made their way to the opening plinkos. Keep an eye out because we've seen a lot of DNFs up at the front turn of the race, making it down the... Oh, no! Bloodshed, tears, heartache, all in the opening turn of Castle Siege. Explosives have shot Ledwin and Crisco up to the very front, but third place Gigaloop is well behind. There is going to be a lot of chaos on this track. We can already see Ledwin, your race leader, being blown back and forward. Second place, a huge gap behind is Gigaloop, then Crisco, Captain Jack, and Vuff. Ledwin trying to make hay while the sun is shining. There's Stashman 2's local Ghost up at the top trying to show him how it's done. Ledwin, though, is going very lateral, very backwards. You don't want to do any of that. Crisco, second place. There must be a minute gap now between 1 and 2, but Ledwin is stopped on the track. Not stuck, but is stopped by the explosives. Writing on the wall, you don't want to do this. Ledwin going backwards now. This is going to be a... Ledwin! Blasted forward and off the track. Just a little bit of air time. That's all you need to get a DNF on this track. You normally can stay grounded on the track as long as you don't get any air, but that's what happened. Crisco with another minute gap to Vuff and Colin J. Crawford in second and third, but Crisco's going backwards now as those explosive barrels have turned the momentum backwards. Vuff going backwards, no, going forwards now, going to overtake Crisco as Crisco tippy-tappies it backwards. Colin J. Crawford hit by an explosive barrel effect. Vuff going backwards now too, but Vuff is holding on to that lead. Crisco about 10 seconds behind. Bryce and Thermos Jack third and fourth. Vuff still in the thing. Colin J. Crawford has DNF'd. Explosives are everywhere. This race is not even finished. Thermos Jack and Vuff having a bit of tea time together as Vuff and Thermos both getting exploded backwards. You hate to see this. Third place, Thermos Jack and Bryce fighting for fourth. Scalasen now chasing Vuff as they both go backwards. Nobody wants to be the race leader. They don't like being exploded. The explosions hurt. If you can believe it, the explosions are very high temperature and the pressure is quite uncomfortable. Red Hat, Jesse, and Callison all trying to avoid first place. Gigaloop walking into it, but whoa, flying off the track. Gigaloop is out of this race. Only 10 people still on track. Points for anyone who can finish for certain. Calisen losing the race lead to Bryce. Thermosjack overtaking Jake Schneider for second place. Bryce zooming in ahead. Explosion forward and then stopped. Bryce has a zooming pass and then tippy-tapping just by those barrels, but this is not over yet, folks. As I get shot well off the track. That's opening the door for Bobcat and Vuff. Vuff overtaking for the lead as Bobcat goes backwards. Vuff going backwards now because of the explosive barrels. See, when them barrels hit the track, if they don't bump into anybody, they just stay out there and wait for everybody to proc and explode them. It is quite a frustrating... It is technically frustrating. It is the most literal definition of the word frustrating. Castle Siege. 3:11 a lap so far. Jake Schneider in the race lead. Look at those explosive barrels all procking each other because they are all over the track. It's been 3.5 minutes of explosives being aimed at the wood stuff. There are only 8 people still out there on the boards. Captain Jack and Calisen fighting for last place with Crisco. As we see Jake Schneider stopped, giving a bit of a boost from Vuff with a bit of a... Oh! Explosives for Jake Schneider, who's trying to navigate the front of the end. But no progress made just yet. Second place Vuff, well behind, over a minute and a half, gotta be. As Jake Schneider slowly goes backwards yet again. Explosive barrels aiming at Jake, gonna give some momentum to go forward. You can see just a bit as the drop section there goes to the final stretch for the goal line. Let's see if Jake can make it through. It's still not a certain thing, even in the final stretch. Explosives in the area. Explosives will not stop Jake's domination in Castle Siege. 1 minute on the big red clock here. There's only going to be enough space for 8 people because that's how many are still on the track. 50 seconds on the big red clock as we wait for the John Culling line to come. The Stephen Heck line to John Culling any of the racers that are still out there. We see 4 people, Kenworth, Calisen, Crisco, and Vuff, all trying to make it to the end. There are points on the table for everybody, including a brownie point for last place, but that is not enough to sate Kenworth's appetite. Kenworth is hungry for fire. Calisen, hungry for the fire. 20 seconds on that big red clock. Who is going to bring it home? Almost 5 minutes of a lap so far. One of the longer Castle Sieges of the season. Crisco bringing it in for 5th place. Vuff trying to hold on to last and 6th place. 6, 5, 4, 3. Explosive on the track. No! Congratulations to Jake Schneider, your winner alongside Red Hat Jesse and Captain Jack. Podium here on Castle Siege, our final race of the evening. Top 5, rounded out by Bob Cat in 4th and Crisco in 5th. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at the points, audit all of them, make all of our rigging standings, and come back with the final standings after 17 more races. "17 races down. Let's take a look at the points. First off, your big movers and shakers. Who did the most on week 5? 85 points to Jake Schneider, your title sponsor. The biggest mover and shaker of all of them. Moving and shaking that derriere, if you dare. Second place, Musical Chemist, not far behind, 83, only 2 points trailing. Then it's a bit of a gap to 3rd place. Tied for 66 points, Calisen and Risk C tonight. Red Hat Jesse on 5th with 64. Bobcat on 6th. Archeron, I Poop My Pants, Zero Evil, Captain Jack in 10th with only 42 points. Standings in Season 13 after Week 5. Your season leader with 320 points. It's Cal SN, 34. Leading Archeron on 316. And Captain Jack, your defending reigning world champion, on 299. Couldn't break the 300-point mark tonight. Top 10 in the standings receive Vuff, FLS Carnage, Red Hat Jesse, Musical Chemist in 8th, Ledwin in 9th, last one to break the 200 barrier on 201, and then Malvinius on 199 in 10th. Find your stats at any time, marbles.win. Thank you so much for joining us here on another exciting Marbles racing stream. We will be back next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, for 16 plus 1 more Marbles races. Of course, check out marbles.win for all of the links to the Discord, the calendar, the schedule, clips and social media, archives of the VODs, all of that great stuff. Marbles.win, it's a website. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. We will be back in 1 week's time for more marbles. Isn't it so awesome? Thank you, folks. Ow!